What's up, guys? We just got done building this full 636 build. Some of the more common questions that I feel like are repeated again and again are what are the benefits of a larger sprocket, why you have these parts on there, how much, a lot of how muches. So in this video, I wanted to cover that. Not only the parts that went into it, but also some of the prices that you can expect to pay on doing a full stunt bike build. So let's get into it in this video. So guys, I am basically going to start this parts list right from the back, and I'll be telling you prices along the way and maybe some time that you can expect to spend on this installation. One of the first things people ask about is why do you have two calipers back here? One for the handbrake, one for the foot brake. That's kind of a given. We also like to run this bracket, you know, because you have to have a specialty bracket to run two of them, and also a bigger rotor, which helps prevent in brake fade and better braking overall, braking performance. This one is made by Hohei Designs. You're expecting to run about $155 for the bracket, and then another $200 or so for the big rotor kit with the big rotor and the extra piece for your new bracket. These are Honda F4i front caliper and a Honda F4i foot brake caliper off of 01 to 06 F4i. Expect to spend about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour on this at least. And it's also paired with the other mod really well that you kind of have to do on stunt bikes if you're going to get serious with it, and that's a sprocket. I like to run the 54 tooth Vortex sprocket. I've always ran a 54. It's always been good for me. It still allows for top end, stuff like that. And I pair it with a RK 520 chain. Never broke one. Super reliable. Spend the extra money on it. The chain itself, expect to pay about $110, $120. Especially if you know you're going up in these links, you're going to need about 120, 125 link chain because of the bigger sprocket. And the sprocket will run you another $60. So there's another $200 or so that you're getting hit for doing this, you know, just the back part of the stunt build. Keeping with the back here, I'll talk about the sub cage. This works in conjunction with your cage I don't know if you guys can see if that lines up well, but yeah, it wants to land right directly through those. That's where you want your bike to land. So to have a good sub cage and a good cage is super important, especially if you are running full fairing to protect those fairings even more, but more importantly, your engine. So your engine can keep performing and keep you guys on the lot or on the streets or wherever you guys are. It's extremely important to have. This is a Cox cage and sub cage. I believe the pair itself will run you in between $400 to $500, depending on what company you go with. Some companies a little more, some companies a little less. I will tell you right now, I've never had a problem with this setup on any of my bikes. Great cage, great sub cage. Haven't broken one, so it's good to go. Another thing, definitely optional if you guys want it or not, but a lot of guys do run these shorty exhausts. They aren't in the way as much as the big side mount exhaust. They're just more clean looking. You know, you can make your own basically from your used parts store or whatever like that, or you could pay the $200 something to get the RSC one. Definitely not a necessity though, so just throwing you guys that because I know a lot of you guys see them in the videos because a lot of guys rock these little shorties. Here's the foot in the hole seat. This is more of a mod that just takes time. This is just you taking a Dremel to the bottom of it, cutting it out, you know, basically stuff like that. You want to do this to have better control of your bike so you can have a foot planted to keep your body weight in line with the motorcycle. It helps a lot when you're doing one-handers, circles, anything like that, where you want to, you know, have your body weight centered or off to one side. You can always have a foot in the hole. Another huge thing, and I'll put the link to this right up here, a tank dent. Once again, another more just time consuming than money. The only thing you're going to be paying for is this pad, which is, you know, 40, 50 bucks. You can go on eBay, you can go on Cox, you can go on HT Moto, go to the Six Shop, wherever. And basically this is just going to take you being patient, taking a hammer to it. I have the how-to video that I'll put up there. If you guys want to watch it, it's like, you know, 15-minute video talking in depth about it, but this is just going to take time more than money. Moving up to the clip-ons up here. These are Cox adjustable clip-ons, 7 degree. Expect to pay anywhere in between $100 to $200 something for different companies. I believe Cox is like $150, $160. You want this to be adjusted to where you are comfortable as a rider. Some guys like them more inward, some guys like them straight, some guys like the 7 degree, some guys like the 0 degree. That's up to you. I have 7 degree on this bike and I have 0 degree on my other bike. And basically, it's just rider's preference at the end of the day. So try them both out, see which one you like. More so on the clip-ons. One finger clutch, very important for being able to use your handbrake and your clutch at the same time. I personally run a one finger and a Magura 13 millimeter HC1. It's their new line. You can expect to pay anywhere from $200 to $250 on different websites. I've seen them on Amazon go for like $190 or something like that, some crazy, you know, cheap number. And you want to run an 80-inch line that you can also get off eBay or Amazon for like you can get it for a Chinese ATV. You can get it for just get an 80-inch brake line and expect to pay about $20. So there's another, you know, $200 something just on your handbrake, and that's, you know, in conjunction with your already $300 on your rotor or whatever. So another more time-consuming thing is the fairing cut. This is just done with a Dremel. Once again, I'll link the video right up there, so you guys can see the process that I had to go through to get this cut. You want to do this so you have the option to have this height of the clip-ons on there, and also to have your feet up there for high chairs, anything like that, better visibility. And I guess the same thing goes for the next mod I'm about to say too, the clean air mod. Basically, you know, help your motor keep running. Only $20, $30 worth of parts on it. I'll put that video right up here. But other than that, guys, there's not that many parts that go into it. However, all this stuff does start to add up once you start factoring in your own time, your own money, and your own you know, your own blood, sweat, and tears to get it all put together. So every stunt bike's unique. Every bike isn't going to go together the same. So if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave them down in the comments. You guys know I'm good about getting them to you. I just wanted to really quickly run over this bike and tell you guys some of the prices that you might be expecting to pay on top of your $3,000, you know, $4,000 bike, of what you're going to have to sink into it to make it a stunt bike. On another note here, if you guys didn't get the chance to come, we still have lean back shirts for sale. I will put that down in the description as well. If you guys want to support the channel at all, anything like that, go ahead and order them. Super cool design this year. I hope to see a lot of you guys going on there and helping out the channel and getting a cool shirt in the process. So if you guys still have any video requests, anything like that, keep them coming. I've gotten this request to go over a full parts list more than enough times to do it, so I'm sorry it took so long, but here it is. It's not a very complicated. It is just a lot of money that you're going to be spending on your motorcycle. So all right, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. I hope you guys are riding safe. I hope you guys are taking your time learning some of these tricks and some of the things that we've talked about on this channel. As always, you know, be safe, and click share, click like, click dislike, whatever you want to do. So as always, guys, this is Brian telling you have a good weekend. Be safe. Peace out.